Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm going to be talking about a post on Twitter that I saw. I just happened to come across this, and it was this right here. It says, Project Lead David Kalina provides some important updates on Below Zero's story and impact to save games in his latest blog post. So once you click on that, brings us here. So let's go ahead and read this. So it says, hey Below Zero fans, hope you are enjoying the Lost Ship update. We've got lots of big changes coming soon to early access and wanted to give a quick heads up before they start rolling in. What you need to know. The next Below Zero release will feature a new story in an early form. Once the new story goes live, old saves will stop working. You'll have to start a new game. Steam. If you're playing on Steam main branch, you will be able to play your saved games as usual until the next update. At this point, they will become unplayable and a new save game will need to be started. So once they actually launch that, right? It says if you're playing in the experimental branch, the changes are imminent. I mean, these should be here pretty soon. Fingers crossed in the next handful of days. If not, my assumption is, late next week, 2 weeks at the most, if they've actually posted something like this. And it says, Steam, if you want to keep playing your save in the current release without interruption, read on below. Non-Steam, you will be able to play your save games as usual until the next update. At this point, they will become unplayable. And that phrasing is weird. At this point, I'm assuming they're meaning once they actually release the next early access update, they will become unplayable and a new save game will need to be started. That's because the new story has been implemented. Why is this necessary? We try our best not to disrupt saves, except when absolutely necessary, but this is a rare case where we think doing so will result in the best experience for everybody. The changes to the game are significant enough that old saves will likely be a buggy mess. It's better to just rip the band-aid off and move forward. We'll have a warning inside the game so you know that things are in flux. These changes are imminent on the Steam experimental branch, but will not affect the main branch until the next early access release. What if I want to keep playing my current save? For Steam players, if you want to keep playing a game without losing your save, you can stay on the main branch for now. We are going to start rolling the changes out in the experimental build. You can also switch to our tagged early access 8 branch. Use the password Below Zero early access to unlock Steam early access branches. You can go back and play all of the EA releases there if you're keen. That is cool. I want to do a video where I showcase literally the current state of what the game looks like compared to that first early access there. That'll be fun. For non-Steam players, you will be able to play your save games as usual until the next update. At this point, they will become unplayable and then a new save game will be started. What else is the team working on for the next release? Getting the new story designed and written and implemented is a big effort, but we're also focused on improving other parts of the game, most notably the surface gameplay experience. We've been struggling to nail this part of the game down since the very beginning of the project. Subnautica is primarily an underwater game, and much of what is compelling about the experience doesn't automatically translate onto the surface. We read the forums and watch streamers play, as well as regularly play testing ourselves, and it's clear that the surface isn't up to the quality standards of our fans or the team. As a result, we're going to take some extra time to get it right before 1.0. That's that official 1.0 release. We've spent a lot of time analyzing the problems with the surface and debating possible solutions. We're looking to make the surface more connected with the rest of the game, to better motivate exploration and discovery, and to improve existing creatures and tools. If you're curious about the specifics, have a look around our Favreau. You can see what everyone is working on outside of story spoilers. And in case you are wondering, story and surface work aren't the only things we're focused on. We continue to polish and tune the core underwater experience that is at the heart of Subnautica, and will continue to do so until we are happy with the game as a whole. Want more info about the new story? We're not ready to start revealing things just yet, but stay tuned. We'll have plenty to share very soon. As always, let us know what you think, and thank you for all of your support. Once you click over to the Favreau, so we have our console roadmap. We have multiple things that we look at here, right? But looking down here, Release 1.0 Dev Board. Twisty Bridges improvements, precursor artifacts, shipwreck. It has all these things that they're currently working on. The biggest of these is if you actually look right here, Surface 2.0 MasterCard. 84 tasks that they're working on with this. If you're in the experimental build, a lot of these things have actually been worked on right now, right? And that would be the thing that is checked and cleaned or crossed off right here. So you're seeing a lot. Batch moves, all these different things, adjusting signals, update go-to commands, dev beacons, all these other things. Art polish, add snow on bridges, add snow on ice rivers, make the final model for the ice river and the Arctic Spire, like all these things. Combine precursor cable props, frozen creature, new ice model, which I think the ice model looks awesome, so I guess they're changing that. New crystal models, cave redesign, add shadow volume in frozen creature cave, do a lighting pass, add in rock collapse for story. Then we have environmental storytelling, show Pathfinder works on land, visually show dangerous areas, these things, Snow Fox updates, Thumper updates, Glacial Basin as a whole, and I believe it said, yeah, move hover bike base. Curious to see what that actually means. That's a big one, right? Make more safe tropical caves. I mean, there's a lot to do. There are 84 tasks in this. That's a huge undertaking right here. Fix draw distance. That's a big one right there. Add Bony Yard to Arctic Spires. I do think they need more. That'll be interesting to see. Add teleporter from Arctic Spires to Glacial Basin. Finally, because remember, they have that teleporter there. Now we actually need, where does it go, right? Place more ion cubes, lubricant batteries, first aid, heat items, adjust cave lighting, all these things, right? Surface scans, ice worm. Everybody's been asking about that, and now they're actually going to put this in, right? Boneyard bones. Curious to see. I don't see any bones in there just yet, so we'll see. Guess there's going to be a boneyard somewhere. Very cool. So we have that here. There's a lot to explore with this. So I want to put links for both of these. Release 1.0 dev board is where you can actually just start going through this, looking at all these different things. Some of these, they're not a ton of tasks like that 84 right there. Lily pad, we have these detail pass on lily pads, mega island crevice areas, detail pass on purple vents crevice areas, more clustering of large island near surface, shallow island biome. That's cool. Shallow island biome, that is a new biome. It's just that space in between, but the fact that they're going to kind of create its own thing, that is cool. We have more surface cleanup stuff. I mean, there's just, they are doing a lot. Still scrolling, all of that, right, is stuff that they're going to be working on with this. So, start moving lower. That's audio stuff. We have concept art, and then EA merge requests, and these are just things that they're trying to merge over in the branch. So bugs and things like that that they want to fix. Coming back up, project roadmap. This is the last thing I want to talk about here. So EA 8 February 2020 crashed wreck tech site. We already have this, right? This right here, April 2020, new story, first draft. So this is for everybody that isn't playing in the experimental build. This is when it will release. EA 10, which should be EA 1.0, but you're going to get the ice bubbles, ore veins, greenhouse, UI scaling, Glacial Basin 2.0, water purification tablet, snowballs, quantum locker, all that stuff, right? Now, something interesting about that is half of this stuff we have this in the experimental. We have snowballs, quantum locker, we have the ice bubbles, this other stuff we don't have in yet. Some of it's essentially hidden from us right now, so it's been put in. I've seen the updates on the Subnautica Changes Twitter account. It's just they're hiding it until they want to unlock everything, so they get to see it on their end, just we can't see it on the experimental build end. So that's going to be the April 2020 release for early access number 9. The other thing I want to take note of, if I can find it over here, don't think I'm going to be able to now. Here it is. Endgame 0, 1, 1, 2 to 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Looking at this, I'm curious if there's going to be multiple endings, or this right here just means these are the passes that they've done on the end game, right? So we don't even have anything for the concept art. So nothing in here just yet. Curious to see what that means. It'd be awesome if there was multiple endings, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. It's just something that I saw that and I was like, maybe, maybe not. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? So that is it. I will have links for both of these in the description so you guys can look at this stuff yourself as well. Maybe find some stuff I haven't looked at yet. Definitely let me know if you do in the comment section or something to check out. So fingers crossed we get the new story update in the experimental build. Hopefully, I mean, like I said, in the next couple days, 2 weeks at the most, I think is when we would see it, but earlier would be better, right? So that is it, everybody. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all of my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.